Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High and to His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, being a great example for His younger brothers in His truth, and a sincere Akim throughout the four winds, pushing His word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith, and diligence, and hope. To you I say shalom. Want to get into a lesson going into just sitting around enduring, man. Okay, man, because we gotta endure. All right, this shit is getting harder every day to basically abide in Babylon, man. You see it all over the news. You see it in the statistics, for lack of better terms, that that America is going through a great depression, man. People are going homeless. They're getting put out of their jobs. Laid off of their jobs. All right. As it was said in that man's dream, that is going to continue to climb, and the powers that be are shifting gears a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but they're shifting gears towards their new world order, man. So absolute obedience is what they're looking for. All right, and these people, all roads lead back to the MOTB. All roads lead to the MOTB. Starving the people out. But basically the devil is making his move, man. All right, but on the lower level of things, man, all chaos is about to break down, man, and happen. Okay, because all this hardship out here and dealing with the day-to-day and the hustle and bustle of this society, man. Okay, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, so it says, but he that endured to the end, man. All right, it's a strong characteristic. Okay, let's look that up. It says to suffer something painful or difficult patiently. All right, the Lord said through patience we possess our souls, man. All right, because we store up our treasures in heaven, man. We know that our faith worketh patience, man. All right, and the child of our faith is more precious than fine gold, man. So it's all flipping and making its profit. The investment in the faith, everything is moving, is profitable, so to speak. All your sufferings, man. All right, because as it says, he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, so that salvation, that it makes you one of the first fruits of Yahushai, man. Okay, when the Heavenly Father sends His Son Yahushai down to destroy and deliver, He's gonna beam you up, man. Those that endure to the end. All right, so you're gonna see that, and you're gonna be the first fruit of the power structure that He sets up, man, upon the planet Earth. Okay, but you have to endure it. It says, remain in existence last. So you have to remain in existence. All right, that's a good one, man, because what the scriptures say, ye that wandereth out. Let's see. Proverbs 21:16. I knew that. But the man, this is Proverbs 21:16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So you have to continue in the way of understanding, enduring the way of understanding, and then the ways of and when you're with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay, you have to endure the things that come with it. All right, and that's understanding the hardships and true, you know, ups and downs, the trial of your faith, man. Salakia. You know, the ups and downs of this place, you know, just dealing with the curses all in, you know, together. You know, whatever hell Yahweh Shem Yahushai puts upon you, man. Okay? You have to be able to endure it, man. All right? You have to understand that these things must happen because the impurities within you are being burnt off as well. Let me grab that. This is all good stuff. This is, hold on. This is the one I wanted. This is 1 Peter 1:7. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahushai. And that's really, you know, the impurities being burnt off unto you, man. Because it says might be found unto praise, though it be tried with fire. You know, just reading it backwards. Breaking it down, it says it's much more precious than that gold that perishes, man. Okay, though it be tried. So that's your faith, man. Okay, that's understanding, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, the things that come with it and the things you must endure. Okay, and these are burning impurities off of your soul, man. You have to understand these things, man. All right. Let me get this. Here it is. Ecclesiasticus 2:3, cleave unto him, and that's having faith, you know, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And you know, this is the same, you know, me and the brother Yakal was having a conversation, and these are the same words, you know, we were speaking to each other, so to speak. You know, he brought this one out, you know, that thou may be increased at thy last end, man. All right, because you have to hold on to your faith, because the Lord is working. The Lord is working on you, man. Okay, you have to see the end result of it. It's like being in the gym, man. That pain, no gain. Like, for real. Like, that's like people want to, I want to look like this. I want this awesome body. You know, you gotta get in the gym and get it. You know, you gotta put in the work for it. All right, so it's the same as the trial of your faith. It's part of the work. You know, that's the best way to explain it to you. It says, Ecclesiasticus 2:3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and that's part of the endurance as well, right? And be patient. Let's see. We stopped at patient. Let's see if we find the word endure within patient. Let's see. Able to able to accept to or tolerate delays, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. All right. It says a person receiving or register receiving. No, that's not it. But yeah, that's basically you have to be able to tolerate the delays, man. Okay. And what the scripture say, though it tarry, wait on it. You know, the Lord is on His way. It says, this another here. It says, forbearing, uncomplaining, tolerant, long suffering, resigned, stoical, calm, composed, serene, even tempered, tranquil. Man, it's all type of good ones in here, but I was looking for the word endure. But all these things are longanimous, 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 indulgent, kind, considerate, being patient, preserving, persistent, tenacious, diligence. And you know what we do? We give diligence to make our calling and election sure, single-minded. I was looking for endure, but hey, man, those are good. It's the same thing, man. All right, as endure, really. It says, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right, that's the trial, man. All right, you might be being brought low when it's time, when the Lord brings it upon you, man. Okay, you have to be able to be patient and endure that as well. That's part of it. All right, endure it, right? Because the Lord is working on you, right? You have to endure it. Why? Because the Lord is working on you. So be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. You hear me? For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. That's what the Lord wants. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Gold is tried in the fire. The Lord is likening you unto the gold that is being tried in the fire. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Proving a friend. Proving your faith. And loyalty. And integrity. With Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Which says your faith is being put on trial, man. Okay? Which, the Lord has every right to send those tests. Before you throw up one of those why me's, which Jake like to do. Jake like to throw up a bunch of fucking why me. But that's unacceptable, man. Okay, when you have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. All right? Because you know what's going on. Verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Just continue to trust the process. All right? The Lord is working on you. All right? You don't want to, a lot of these, how you work on something and, you see some mechanic or something, he working on a car or whatever, the shit just catch flames and shit. Just malfunction. You don't want to do that, man. Don't malfunction and blow your fucking head off, You know what I mean? And don't lose your mind. You got those guys, oh my gosh, he's talking about blowing his head off. Like, chill, man. But nah, when the Lord's working on you, be patient. just be patient. That's all you can do sometimes. Just like that movie in Bruce Lee. He was in that corner. He was in that room rather, locked in. He couldn't get out. He didn't do anything but sit back and wait. It was meant for him to sit there. And he meditated, reflecting or whatever it had to do till that door was open, man. All right, but that's how you got to be with the Lord, man. Trust in him, you know. First Corinthians. They know what side I like to use. There it is. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. And it says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. All right, so the Lord will always give you a way to escape, man. Okay, and that's through these scriptures, really, because this is the peace. This is the understanding, to knowing what you're going through and knowing that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to get you through it if you just cleave unto him. That is all a test, because it says the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So the Lord knows what you are able, and the Lord knows what you're capable of doing, what you're able to do, and what you're capable of doing, man. So if you think you're fooling the Lord, you got another thing coming, man. But hey, the Lord knows exactly what you can deal with. He says, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. The Lord will give you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. He'll give it to you, man. Exactly when you need it. It's going to be there. You just got to have faith, and that's that escape, It's that escape. Let me see. I got some more. No, that's not it. I'm going to go ahead and close out right there. Lord willing, you was edified. Close out giving infinite honor and glory to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Mill Stone who rule well, being a great example for his younger brothers in his truth. And the sincere Akim throughout the four winds, pushing his word in all truth, righteousness, sincerity, faith, and diligence to Yosei Shalom. Baba Ba, Kwam the elect, Yasha Allah. Shalom.